What's up everyone, Josh here, and today we're going to be talking about Windows 11 that was just leaked. Let's get into this. Just a few days ago, screenshots of the new Windows 11 surfaced online. Shortly after those screenshots surfaced, the ISO for Windows 11's early build was leaked. At first, you'll see that a majority of the changes appear to be visual changes. Some of the changes include a refreshed taskbar and start menu, cleaner rounded windows, widgets, new icons in the File Explorer, and changes to multitasking. Besides many of the aesthetic changes that Windows 11 adds, the core of the Windows 11 operating system is pretty much identical to Windows 10, if we're being honest. So does that make this just a reskinned Windows 10? Well, let's talk about it. While I have not experimented with the leaked operating system myself, I am seeing a lot here that I really like. One of the things that I especially like is the new taskbar. When I look at it, it reminds me a whole lot of what Apple is doing with macOS's taskbar. Besides its clean look and creative design, I think it could be super useful for people who are using ultra-wide displays, because having that taskbar in the center of the screen means that you don't have to move all the way to the left corner just to hit the Windows button and some apps on your taskbar. I feel like this could also be useful for people with smaller displays, because I can just imagine with the icons being bigger, it just makes more sense to be pressing the icons in the center of the screen versus in the corner of the screen. Of course, for those people who don't like having their taskbar at the center of the screen, Windows gives you the option to align all of the icons on the taskbar to the left, for those people who do like that classier Windows taskbar experience. While I believe that having a centered taskbar will be incredibly useful for smaller laptop Windows devices and one monitor setups, I still don't 100% know what this will feel like on a 2-monitor setup. I guess only time will tell. Another new change with the early build of Windows 11 is the new start menu. The new start menu looks just like what we have right now, but the only difference is it looks so much tidier. With the removal of live tiles, Windows 11 has opted for pin apps and a section for recently opened files on the bottom of your start menu. While this might not seem like a big deal at first, I can't explain to you how much I like the idea of pinned applications. Instead of having to worry about looking for the app that you need in the All Applications section, you'll be able to pin your most used apps on your start menu and put them wherever you'd like. While you can currently do this with live tiles, this new system will take up less space and feel a whole lot less clunky. Though I do like the idea of pinned apps on your start screen, I do hope they give you the ability to create folders so you can organize all of your applications even more efficiently. Of course, if you do need to view every single app you have installed on your computer, there will be an all apps section on the new start screen as well. Overall, I do like what Microsoft is trying to do here. This new start menu design idea is a whole lot better than the last design idea on the start menu they tried with Windows 8, which was horrible. The operating system also makes some other small changes, like rounding the corners of windows instead of having the sharper edges. This is a little aesthetic change I don't think I'll mind welcoming. By the way, if you are enjoying the video, be sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. It definitely helps out a lot. Now, back to the video. One of the new changes that Windows 11 brings are the new snap settings, which I think are really cool. When you press the maximize button, you can select a portion of the desktop you'd like the window to go to and it will automatically snap to it. This feature can help with some of the pain that goes with trying to snap a window to one of the corners on a 2-monitor setup. Another nice tweak to Windows 11 is the new startup sound. We haven't gotten a new startup sound since Windows 7, so I think it's a really nice feature for them to throw back in. And honestly, I am really digging this new startup chime. Windows 11's chime is minimal and simple, so I'd say it fits the rest of the operating system pretty well. Maybe the reason why I don't have a whole lot of friends is because I just sit here and talk about operating systems all night. I don't know, bro. If you'd like to hear the new chime, I'll play it here right now. Typically, with a new operating system, you'd expect a huge overhaul of all of the major apps. But with this, a majority of the apps are almost identical to their Windows 10 counterparts. This means that Edge, the Microsoft Store, and the Game Bar are pretty much identical to what they were before. There are a few slight changes in applications like File Explorer, which have new icons, but for the most part, all of the applications remain the same. A few new apps are getting upgraded and added to Windows 11. With this new version of Windows, we are getting a new Xbox app. This new Xbox app will give you access to the Xbox Store, your Game Pass library, as well as your friends list and your social activity. At first, it's pretty easy to say, wow, that's a lot of changes, which if you are thinking that, you aren't wrong. There are a lot of changes to be excited about in this build, but as of this build, it feels like besides the new aesthetic changes and small tweaks, It just feels like a reskin of Windows 10. One of the things I'm noticing it doing is it is borrowing a lot of the design ideas of Windows 10X, which was a canceled operating system or put on the back burner here recently. While this isn't a bad thing at all, when I look at Windows 11, I really get this mobile first vibe. Overall, I am really digging this design idea that Microsoft has chosen with this new version of Windows. I am especially liking some of these new animations and the macOS style taskbar. I also do like that if I am not in the mood to use like the macOS style taskbar, I can move it back to the left and get a more legacy experience. I'm still curious to see what Windows 11 will be like with a 2-monitor setup, and I'm really curious to see if it's smoother and acts faster than Windows 10 did. Where this is a first impressions video, I don't want to knock the final product too hard because we don't even have the final product yet. This isn't even supposed to be announced. But I will say, besides these concerns, I'm super excited to see what Microsoft has in store for the next generation of Windows. As far as we know, Microsoft will be officially announcing Windows 11 on the 21st of June, which is less than a week from now. So, what do you think? Do you believe that Windows 11 is mostly identical to Windows 10, or do you think it's very different? I'd be more than happy to discuss this topic with you down in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please consider leaving a like and subscribing to the channel so you can see more of my content. Don't forget, it's free and it helps out the channel. Thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.